New music. New music.
Maximum music.
Now, Roger, my man, one of these days when I meet you, hopefully that hat will be my present. It's a brilliant hat, man. It's a lovely hat.
We can arrange that.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, so let's move on. That's a nice little track, that one. You've certainly got some fine musicians on that track. They are as hot as they can come, and they are very, very tight. So you decided to go to Nashville, and obviously you didn't just pick up a guitar and went down there. There must have been a lot of hard work behind it. Were there times? I mean, how did it sort of all start off once you got the songs? Were there times that things were really difficult, or it was just like clean sailing all along? How'd you get the musicians together?
Well, to answer some of your first questions there, Kim, things were very, very difficult to get down there. It only took me 40 years to actually, what I want to say, to actually go into the studio. I went down there and played. I've sat there and played in Tootsie's Window, some of the other venues around there, smaller places. And then it came about, I got hurt one time, and then I had to retire. Well, that's a good thing. So the wife said, well, get your guitar out and find something to do and leave me alone. So I went in there and started playing on a guitar, writing songs on a guitar again, and went back through about 100 of them that I have in there. And she said, well, I like those, so let's got a surprise for you. Let's go to Nashville and record some of them. I said, well, that'd be totally awesome. I said, I've always wanted to do it with Class A musicians, studio musicians, and made a couple phone calls, and got some of the finest musicians that I could afford to get when we went down there to do this 9-song recording. But let me explain to you, when I went down there to do this 9-song recording, I sent them vocal tracks down with just a little bit of my guitar work, flat top, and we laid them down. And then they had them for about a week, and they said, okay, come on down, let's do something. And so I've never heard none of it before. We walked in there. All of my songs that you're hearing today was a one-shot take.
Wow.
We walked in there. It wasn't weeks and weeks of mastering. They walked in there, put my headphones on. These guys kicked it. These are all one-shot takes. This was not a bunch of overdubbing. And these were basically done as demos. And so I can't find no major artist to pick them up. So I'm going to do them. And you and I together are going to get a hit.
Man, they're great songs. And I will assure you on one of the tracks, which I won't say which one is yet, we'll just keep the mystery going, that I particularly like. I have played it so many times as well. But I must be honest, I haven't... you see, the music business is also an opportunity, Roger. You got to have the right opportunity. Give you an idea of some of the old history that I know, so it doesn't scare you. I don't know much about the countryside of it so much, but in the rock business and people that I had met in my life, one of them is David Bowie. Now he wrote a song called Space Oddity. And he submitted it, he took it here and there, he actually did a demo, it was actually released, and nothing ever became of it, and nothing ever became of him in a way, until 6 years later. Now I'm not saying to you that you've got to wait 6 years or anything like that, I'm not saying that at all, but what I'm basically saying is that this is the business as it goes. It's just sometimes you don't know what's around the corner, but then sometimes that corner could be a little bit of a longer way than you thought it would be. But when it comes, it's sweet. So hopefully that will give you some encouragement that, super major artists don't just necessarily, do it within a month or a year. Sometimes it's 2 and 3 years. But you know, you got to have the faith, and you got to move on. And from my side, there's no doubt about it. That's why we're doing the show, because I love your music, and I think your music deserves airplay, radio airplay, major radio airplay, if I may say so myself. And these one takers, as you say, you know, one takers, they are amazing for a one take. For a one take, I never knew that, but now that you've told me, they're amazing for a one take. Imagine if you.
Oh yes.
Well, just imagine if you could double track, and imagine if you had some harmonies there with some whoop whoops. These tracks are definitely top 20 material. There's no doubt about that. Okay, let's go into a track that we're going to hear, you know, again a little bit through, and then we'll talk about it. It's a track called "Full House of Broken Hearts." Now, okay, so the devil has wings. She got up and left, and what have you. And then after that, we went into depression. Full House of Broken Hearts. What happened there?
Well, I guess I went into this song here was kind of one that everybody goes to, and it's a true life, you know, thing that when people go through a divorce, they got a full house of broken hearts.
That's very true.
That's basically what this is about, having a broken heart after you lost love.
Yeah, that's a real feeling in it. So let's hear it. Let's spin it, and let's enjoy it, my man.
Thank you, sir.
Again, a nice track, Roger Losh. Full House of Broken Hearts.
I played the game, you dealt the cards, and my hand came up empty. I got a full house of broken hearts, and I'm the joker in the hole. And I'm trying to hold on to a hand that turns to gold. I keep betting that you'll come back to me. It's the hand I'd love to hold. It's the only one that will win, 'cause you're my queen of hearts. I got a full house of broken hearts, and I'm a joker in the hole.
There you go, guest tonight on the video wall, 100%, nobody else. It's all a Roger Losh show tonight here on Fatsa Fatsa. He's also our artist of the week, and if I may be bold to see if I can actually show you that he's our artist of the week, well, he is. And I'd say it with pride that he is our artist of the week on the Fatsa Fatsa show. We're talking to Roger Losh from here all the way across into the United States about his music, his life, and hopefully we'll get some insight about his loves, because a little bit of icing on the cake doesn't hurt anybody when it comes to selling music, because his music is about his life, what I understand, and a lot of it has a lot of history. So Roger, my man, cool friend as well. We've been through the second track, and it's nice and bouncy, and I can say that the chorus, what we will call the repetitive thing, as we would say, thing that's catchy, it's very sweet, man. It's very mellow, and it's there. You seem to have a knack about these choruses. I mean, does it come easy to you to sort of get into a chorus line? They are really so catchy, believe me. How would a song come to you? First the chorus or the backbone or what? Tell me.
Well, I tell you, it's something because my life has not been as easy as what you think that these choruses are smooth, if I might say. But to get to these choruses, I don't know. It's I don't know actually how I do get to them, but it's just amazing that you got to find some kind of a sweet spot somewhere to smooth things out, and it's been a rough life, but I enjoy music, and it is absolutely wonderful. My life has not been that rough and boring, but I love the music and love the meeting people and the fans and things of this nature.
It's nice music, my man. It's nice. And the other thing that listening to your vocal, the style, although everybody has their style, I mean, there's no question about it. But somebody could say, well, it's similar to, sounds like, and what would you say? What would you say you come close to? Your style. I mean, what would be somebody that?
Kim, I don't know what style that I have, because what I'm actually trying to do is bring new country music with an old school twist and sound, instead of maybe some of the faster songs. But there's going to be classics that goes on forever. George Jones, Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, everybody done them, and I just want to bring a classic, new country music with a classic twist. That's what I'm trying.
That's what it sounds like, anyway. Give me a run through the instruments that you use on these tracks. I hear some honky tonk piano, nice bass lines that you have there. They're very catchy, very simple. Okay, the guitar is there for sure. But any other little country things that are in there that are coming out? Like, I mean, did you put anything like a very faint underneath? What kind of instruments did you use? That was the question mainly. I mean, not knocking it down.
What we mainly used was a steel guitar, and that was Pat, and Doug played lead guitar. Super young lady on the fiddle, and nice guy on the drums. The bass guitar was another Doug, and another Roger was on the keyboards, and there was about 6 of us in there, and I can't really say the names because they're playing with some prominent bands right now, and I don't want to get them in trouble.
That's fine. I mean,
Moonlight.
It's fine, man. The musicianship is ace to none. There's no problem there, second to none. And I'm just a bit curious about some of the instruments, because you call it a fiddle. I call it a bit of a violin that I could hear in the background there. But I didn't want to say violin because you guys have different language for it. But I suppose fiddle. Yeah, fiddle. That's this. So, and there's still guitar there. It's really nice. Anyway, bouncy as it is, that's another great track that I like on your album. Move on to, there's a nice track again, equally with a nice chorus line and a very bouncy, instrumental to it in the background. It's Top of the Bottom. Top of the Bottom. How did that come about? Something to do with
Top of the Bottom.
Drinking
Top of
tea.
The Bottom came out of. Top of the Bottom came out of. I wanted to say that when Tammy had passed, I wrote a song, kind of respect for George and Tammy, and that was the Top of the Bottom, because they played country music 20 years altogether, and the Top of the Bottom, that's where I got them lines from. And he had always been accused of being No-Show Jones and all this drinking problems that he had. And You know, a lot of that was just hype. But nevertheless, 20 years of playing music together, they'd done it. And they made fabulous hits and things like that. And I just kind of looked at their life, and that's where I chose those lyrics from.
Brilliant, my man. Another true story, another fine song. So let's give that one a spin as well, right here on the Fatsa Fatsa show. And this is it.
Was a social scene with no crosswords under my name, just a picture of a heart that's broken too. 20 years of neon lights, you lit them up every night. Now I'm the one on the front page of Broken Heart. I'm hanging on to the top or the bottom of the bottle. I'm hanging on to what's left of me and you. No fancy words to explain the heartaches or the pain, just a picture of a heart that's broken too. It costs $0.25 to find out the lines were big, and that's no doubt, but not as big as a heart that's broken too. I'm hanging on to the top or the bottom of a bottle. I'm hanging on to what's left of me and you. I'm hanging on to the top or the bottom of a bottle. I'm hanging on to...
Lovely lyrics there, I must say. Absolutely nice. Good feeling to them. I love the bass line to this. Boom, boom. Very nice, simple bass line that really does the job.
No, we're not number one. We're the only one. We're the only one.